till it's gone. Please bow your heads. Dear God, first off, thank you for letting us gather here today to celebrate this special night. Thank you for allowing us all to make it this far and being able to achieve this great milestone. We cannot do any of this without you. Also, we want to thank you for guiding us through the ups and downs of high school, allowing us to grow into the young adults we are today. Lastly, ask for an amazing and memorable night, and for you to guide us all as we all embark on our next journey. God, we love you, and we pray all of these things in your great and powerful name. Amen. Please remain standing for the pledge.
Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic from which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Yuvraj Singh, and it's an honor to stand before you today to welcome you all to the graduation ceremony of the Pearl High School class of 2024. Dr. Brewer always told us that high school is going to be the fastest 4 years of our lives. And although these were the longest 4 of his, we finally did it, guys. I would like to congratulate all the seniors who have made it to this special milestone. Today, we come together to celebrate the journey and mark the end of an unforgettable chapter of our lives. This class has done it all, from winning Spirit Week twice, first class to ever do it, embarrassed Brandon in multiple competitions, and created memories that will last a lifetime at Pearl High School. We could never adequately express our gratitude for our amazing families, teachers, administrators, and school board who have supported us through our endeavors these past 12 years. Your guidance, love, and belief in us has been an instrumental part of our success, and we are forever grateful. I would like to formally thank Dr. Kim LaFontaine for all she has done for our class, along with congratulating her on retirement after such a successful career at PHS. Now, to the class of 24. I would like to take this moment to share with you all a few words that are very important to me. In Sikhism, there's a phrase that all Sikhs say at the end of a prayer called Ardas. Nanak Naam, Chardi Kala, Tere Bane, Sarbat Pala. The essence of this message is to ask for the well-being of all of humanity, prosperity for everyone in the worldwide community, and global peace for the entire planet. This has always been a reminder to me that it is important that my actions always uplift and champion others. As we look to pursue this next chapter in our lives, I encourage you to consider how your path forward can play a role in helping your community and those around you. I encourage you to ask yourself, how will I show up for others in the face of adversity? As we move on to our next chapter, I look forward to seeing all the tremendous things that this class accomplishes. To end this all off, I'd like to welcome you all once again to the commencement ceremony of the Pearl High School graduating class of 2024. Thank you.
At this time, we would like to recognize the outstanding academic achievements of the class of 2024. We are proud to recognize the 2024 Hall of Fame. Please come forward to the stage at this time. These outstanding students were chosen based on academic excellence, leadership, and extracurricular and community involvement. Hall of Fame students, please step forward as I call your name. The 16 members of the class of 2024 Hall of Fame are Oakley Bounds, Chad Bryant, Madeline Cannon, A.E. Fair, Melissa Gonzalez Solis, Jacob LaFontaine, Ani Lopez, Jotham McMurrin, Jaden Neal, Keller Reed, Michael Robinson, Yuvraj Singh, Shakila Stamps, Jacob Tatum, Leighton Ward, and Dakota Williams. At this time, we would like to recognize the Senior Super Scholars. Please come forward. These outstanding students have completed the most rigorous academic courses that Pearl High School offers. These students have chosen to challenge themselves daily over the last 4 years, and we are proud to honor them for their accomplishments. Please step forward when your name is called. Oakley Bounds, Chad Bryant, Madeline Cannon, Akira Chapman, Damon Draper, A.E. Fair, Melissa Gonzalez Solis, Elena Green, Kenya Haley, Will Hayes, Jacob LaFontaine, Ani Lopez, Parker Markham, Jotham McMurrin, Jaden Neal, Timothy Pepper, Keller Reed, Samira Simpson, Yuvraj Singh, Jacob Tatum, Leighton Ward, and Mackenzie Williams. Thank you, guys. The salutatorian is the senior at Pearl High School who has maintained the second highest academic average. This student will graduate with special honors and is a super scholar. She will be attending Princeton University in the fall. Congratulations to Melissa Gonzalez Solis, salutatorian for the class of 2024. The valedictorian is the senior at Pearl High School who has maintained the highest academic average. This student is a super scholar with special honors. He will be attending the University of Texas Arlington in the fall. Congratulations to Oakley Luke Bounds, valedictorian for the class of 2024. We will now enjoy special music from the senior members of the PHS Choral Music Program.
Good evening and welcome. Bienvenidos a todos. So we're finally here. The countdown is over, we've crossed out our calendars, and watched the confetti fly on our canvas page for the last time. As I stand before you today, it's difficult to process just how much time has passed. We've seen each other grow up over the years, from elementary classes, to playing sports, to sharing laughs in the cafeteria. We have been witnesses to many of each other's highs and lows. Somewhere in the great struggle that is life, this has become our home. Pearl, our teachers, staff, and peers, they have each played a significant role in forging the individuals that we are today. As you walk across the stage to receive your diploma, I encourage you to reminisce on the countless events that have in their own way brought you to this moment. Whether your time in high school has been the greatest years of your life, or simply a chapter you're ready to move on from, every memory made and lesson learned in the last 4 years will one day serve as a foundation for the person you are yet to grow into. I encourage you also to take a second to look out into the stands. Today, we are surrounded by parents, siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, grandparents, and friends. We are surrounded by those that have seen us grow up, whether in person or through pictures. Those who have supported us along the way and who will one day stand behind us so that we may look back and realize how far we have come. For many like me, this is my parents. My parents who have given everything to give me everything. Los que se sacrifican día tras día por un futuro mejor. Los que me han enseñado que siempre hay una manera de salir adelante. Y a todos aquellos como nosotros que siguen en la lucha de todos los días. It is now, as we prepare to take the next daunting step in our young lives, that we must hold our roots closest to us, because it is our roots that hold us up, and without which we cannot grow. Whether good or bad, always remember where you come from, and never forget who you were. Because as a good man once said, if you don't know where you come from, you don't know where you are. And if you don't know where you are, you don't know where you're going. No matter what may come next, today we celebrate you and the obstacles you have braved to get to where you now stand. With all you've achieved, and with all that you'll continue to achieve, our legacy will continue to grow beyond measures. As I close, I leave you with this. Be proud. Be proud of the person you are and the person you once were. Be proud of the things that have made you, you. Embrace the hardships in life, for you will one day think back and smile at those moments. And always, always, hold your head up high. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Good evening. I would like to start off with my speech by giving all glory to God. True to what it says in Deuteronomy 31:6, He has never left me nor forsaken me throughout my journey. I truly become more aware of both His presence and my need for Him with every passing day. He has a divine calling for each and every person seated here today, and I pray that you all come to know Him. That being said, I would also like to say thank you to all those who have helped us to get this far. I know you've probably heard this many times, but it'll never be enough to express all the gratitude we feel. Teachers, parents, principals, and staff, thank you for all the effort and time you have put in to help us along the way. I could simply go on and on about all the good times and memories you have made possible over the years, but I've been asked to speak on a different topic, the future. At first, I found it to be a bit ironic considering I hadn't even decided the next step myself. After further thought, though, I realized it really didn't matter. As some of my fellow students might recall, we read a selection by Alice Walker called In Search of Our Mother's Garden in Miss Crawford's American Lit class. It is about a woman in her garden. I know, big surprise, right? What's so special is the fact that no matter what this woman goes through, what challenges she faces, she makes sure beautiful things sprout in her garden. Similarly, over the past few years, we have all been planting in our own gardens. What we planted or how we cared for it was entirely up to us. Whether it was flowers or weeds, it always showed eventually. So, as you continue to grow your garden and move on from high school, make sure to remember your roots and to water the good things. Because if I could ask one thing of you, I would ask that. No matter where you land, you grow a garden that God, PHS, and most importantly, you yourself can be proud of. Don't be afraid to fulfill the plan God has for your life. May God bless you all, and I hope you enjoy the well-earned fruits of your high school garden.
Let's give these two seniors another round of applause. Students, would you please stand? Mr. Chisholm, 276 members of the class of 2024 have successfully met the requirements for graduation as set forth by the Board of Education of the Pearl Public School District and the Mississippi State Department of Education. I therefore recommend that these students be declared graduates of Pearl High School and that they be awarded diplomas in recognition of their achievements.
By the authority invested in me by the Pearl Public School District Board of Education and the Mississippi Department of Education, I declare these 276 members of the class of 2024 graduates of Pearl High School. I grant you all privileges attendant upon a graduate. Congratulations. You may be seated.
The graduation exercises for Pearl High School have earned the reputation for being a ceremony full of dignity. Parents and guests, because we equally respect the achievements of each and every graduate, we respectfully ask that you cooperate with us by holding your applause, cheers, and any other noise until all names have been called. Unnecessary noise not only distracts from and delays the ceremony, but in a venue of this size could easily prevent a family from hearing their graduate's name. The members of the class of 2024 and the administration respectfully ask for and appreciate your cooperation. At the end of this time of recognition, I will give everyone a chance to cheer and celebrate. Would the first row please rise and come forward to receive your diplomas? Oakley Luke Bounds, valedictorian, Hall of Fame, Special Honors, Super Scholar. Melissa Gonzalez Solis, salutatorian, Hall of Fame, Special Honors, Super Scholar. Chad Henley Bryant, Hall of Fame, Special Honors, Super Scholar. Madeline Claire Cannon, Hall of Fame, Special Honors, Super Scholar. Akira Ernique Chapman, Special Honors, Super Scholar. Martavian Damon Draper, Special Honors, Super Scholar. Alan Emmett Farrer, Hall of Fame, Special Honors, Super Scholar. Elena Renee Green, Special Honors, Super Scholars. Kenya Dontel Haley, Special Honors, Super Scholars. William Bradford Hayes, Special Honors, Super Scholars. Jacob Owen LaFontaine, Hall of Fame, Special Honors, Super Scholars. Ani Rose Lopez, Hall of Fame, Special Honors, Super Scholar. Brady Parker Markham, Special Honors, Super Scholar. Jotham Wesley McMurrin, Hall of Fame, Special Honors, Super Scholar. Jaden Olivia Neal, Hall of Fame, Special Honors, Super Scholar. Timothy James Pepper, Special Honors, Super Scholar. Keller August Reed, Hall of Fame, Special Honors, Super Scholar. Michael James Robinson, Hall of Fame, Special Honors. Samira Nicole Simpson, Super Scholars, Special Honors. Yuvraj Singh, Hall of Fame, Special Honors, Super Scholar. Shakila Monet Stamps, Special Honors, Hall of Fame. Stephen Jacob Underwood Tatum, Hall of Fame, Special Honors, Super Scholar. Leighton Jane Ward, Hall of Fame, Special Honors, Super Scholar. Dakota Jade Williams, Hall of Fame, Special Honors. Mackenzie Sky Williams, Special Honors, Super Scholar. Sophia Elizabeth Adams, Special Honors. Quincy Durrell Alexander. Natalie Ryan Alford. Hurston Alexander Amos. Samaya Malia Alexander Armstrong, distinction. Kayla Lachey Arterberry, distinction. Zakirian Amir Asikan. Peyton Bagwell. Isabel Nicole Ballard. Evelyn Vanessa Barejas. Deja Alexander Barksdale, Special Honors. Ethan Tobias Barnes, Special Honors. Gage Tyler Beckwith, Special Honors. London Beckwith. Leland Bryce Bernal Martison. Noah E. Boykin. Connor Zane Brewer. Jackson Lee Brewer. LaKayla Michelle Brister, distinction. Olivia Shea Broadwater, distinction. Karma Rain Brooks. Hannah Isabel Brown. Michael Anthony Brown. Quindarius Montrell Brown. Raleigh Joe Brown, Special Honors. William Clayton Bruce. Amaria Chanel O'Neill Burks. Jakiria Amarian Burns. Reese Matthew Busby, Tristan Miguel Kane, Zion LeCameron Catchings, Earl Lee Schaefer, distinction, Dalton Edward Chance, Caston Clay Channel, Braden Eli Chevalier, Ava Lachey Clark, Brendan James Clark, Cameron Jonah Claiborne, Cameron Josiah Claiborne, Jatavius Maurice Cole, Zaquan Coleman, Akiria Jade Comans, Taylor Shante Kusar, Special Honors, Jalen Anthony Cox, Sophie Rose Dawson, distinction, Christopher Diego Juan, Savannah Nicole Donald, Harvey Chandler Drain, Maximiliano Duran, Special Honors, Idalia Duran Gomez, Addie Marie Elliott, Special Honors, Camellia Mache Fairley, distinction, Maria Alana Fleming, Destiny Renee Fletcher, Caden Alexander Fote, Special Honors, Sanaya Chandrell Fortune, Silma Francisco Martinez, Kavion Deshawn Freeman, distinction, Jessica Jasmine Fuentes, distinction, Diego Mauricio Galvez, Bailey Miller Gallagher, Special Honors, Rahelio Garcia Esparza, Derek Terrell Garner, Julia Janae Gibson, Sky Hope Givens, distinction, Mariah Lachey Gray, distinction, Andrew Russell Green, Devin Kashawn Green, distinction, LaCedric Donquavius Green, Dearius Deontay Griffin, Houston Ray Griggs, distinction, Jonathan Luke Gross, Elliot Evan Grauer, Madison Jordan Gutierrez, Brandon Lake Hales, William Joe Preston Hall, distinction, Dwight Daquan Caney, Pixie Lee Hankins, distinction, Andrew Seth Harris, Jason Maurice Harris, Joshua Levi Harris, Kenyatta Coretta Harris, John Dale Harvey, Nathan Gage Henry, distinction, Brian Hernandez, Gabriela Hernandez, Mahogany Denise Holden, distinction, Janae Faith Hoover, Special Honors, Micaiah Kamira Lachey Howard, Ivy Marie Hudson, Caitlin Brooke Huff, distinction, Jordan Alexis Hunley, Clara Elizabeth Hutchinson, Kaylee Alexis Hutchinson, Dion Anthony Jackson, Talon Blaine Jackson, Takira Jackson, Liberty Kiara Monice James, Wyatt Jettersjack, Tristan Lee Jenkins, Special Honors, Ayana Yvonne Johnson, Brianna Sky Johnson, Zachary Tate Johnson, distinction, Jasmine Celeste Charnay Jones, Jeremy Andrew Jones, distinction, Rashawn Ahmad Jones, Cameron Jordan, distinction, Caleb Kishawn Jordan, Shelby Jeanette Jordan, Special Honors, Victoria Alexandria Keebler, Deontay Terrell Kendrick, J. Brandon Kennedy, Joshua Alexander Kennedy, Hayden Addison Ketchum, Tyler Paul Keys, Abby Malin LaFontaine, Catherine Elizabeth Lane, Special Honors, Amaya Lard, Ian Lewis Luther Layton, Summer Dawn Lewis, Takofa Messiah Lewis, Brianna Celeste Linson, Dayan Yaakov Livingston, distinction, Hunter Lamar Livingston, Ebriana LeKay Leontloni, distinction, Bailey Shea Loomis, Mackenzie Nicole Lowry, Aiden Bryce Lowry, distinction, Tristan Lucas, Jemiah Ariana Lynch, Michaela Janaya Mack, Mila Mackenzie Mack, Logan Alexander Malone, Kenyon Cortez Mangum, Abrielle Martin, distinction, Angela Martin, Austin Martin, Lexi Shalom Martin, distinction, Maggie Malone May, distinction, Shaden Caleb McCullum, Braden Keith McCool, Terrence Lamont McKenzie, Nicholas J. Medina, Jasmine Luis Menendez, distinction, Michael Philip Meredith, LaShawn Jaquan Mitchell, Adriana Shana Mobley, Malin Giselle Molina Barahone, Hannah Alexandria Moore, Tanner Cole Moore, special honors, Zara Navidi, Catherine Elise Neal, special honors, William Tucker Neal, Samantha Catherine Neely, distinction, Naomi Michelle Neely, special honors, Shakira LaDeja Nixon, Devin Charles Norwood, Constance Elizabeth Alexi, distinction, Cameron Danae Page, DeMarcus Earl Page, Tanaya Gabrielle Parker, Jacob Chambliss Passons, special honors, Dev Raju Patel, Dhruv Kumar Rajaba Patel, special honors, Winner Estrella Path, special honors, Alexia Patterson, Brady Owen Peacock, distinction, Jada Marie Peak, Tyler James Peebley, Angel Perez, Chris Wayne Prestonbach, Ashton Dawn Price, Marley Catherine Price, Nanisha Shante Latrice Purvis, Elijah Quiones Morrison, Kishana Tariana Rabon, Demario Kishan Lee Ragsdale, Esmeralda Ramirez Barrera, Delaney Madison Rhodes, Caitlin Elise Richardson, honors, Catherine Marie Joy Robbins, Avon Dawn Robinson, special honors, Ayana Elizabeth Rope, Ashanti Khalees Rush, distinction, Curtis Riles, Zacchaeus Josh Sanders, Kevin Josue Santos Hernandez, Aaron Grace Surrett, LaKendrick Jaden Savage, distinction, Madison Elaine Scarborough, special honors, Maya Electra Scott, Derek Kendrick Seals, Andrew McKinley Shanahan, Bailey Grace Shannon, Jacoby James Simpson, Jamaica Ari Sims, Tristan Xavier Smith, Jeffrey Caden Spann, Layla Annalise Spann, special honors, Zoe Samaya Spann, special honors, Kirsten Nicole Stamps, Kelly Marie Stanley, Janiyah Lachey Stevens, Taylor Alexandria Stratton, Riley Nicole Stringer, distinction, Chadwick Euborn Stewart, Elizabeth Claire Suddeth, special honors, Demarian Sutton, Dulce Estrella Tapia, special honors, Kaylee Michelle Tarter, Nathaniel Jude Tatum, Keandre Javian Terrell, Evan Michael Gage Thibodeau, Christian Michael Thomas, Akiria Tillman, Angel Marie Toller, Takia Nichelle Trigg, distinction, Jemiah Linnell Turner, Denila Lakimi Tyler, Jaden Michael Tyler, Gabriel Valera, Noah Alexander Villarreal, Christopher Gaines Walker, Jacob Ricky Walker, Kiefer Lamont Wallace, Jefferson Walton, Peyton Connor Walton, Tucker Daniel Ware, distinction, Hope Marie Warren, Lorenzo Deshawn Washington, Asia Ashana Watts, Shakira Nashay Watts, Tyler Terrell Watts, Brian Colton Weeks, Mackenzie Nicole Westbrook, Brannigan Ely White, distinction. Caleb Andrew Whitfield, distinction. Anaya Siobhan Whitlock. Jalen Taylor Witt, distinction. Joseph Benjamin Whiteman. Savannah Leanne Wilkerson. Keenan Williams. Marnasia Shanae Williams. Justiny Jamia Young. Join me now as we celebrate the class of 2024.
Class of 24, please stand. 1, 2, 3, hear us roar. We're the class of 24.
Been a part of helping to get that, and actually Mayor Rogers started that project, and he thought it was one of the most important things in the city. Mayor Wyndham has picked it up, saying it is for the safety of the drivers in the city of Pearl, and he wants to go all the way up to for Sutherland's 49.
Yeah,
eventually.
we passed that last year. We funded that last year. They just hadn't got it done.
So
that aesthetic can really make a difference when
it really does. It gives you it gives you pride in your city.
Absolutely. Let's see. And we had also talked about potentially there's some money in the works for City Hall what are we going to do there?
Yeah, Gene, we both have that bill. Go ahead.
It's money allocated to the city to upgrade City Hall, and that would be up to whatever the mayor and the board of aldermen decided to do with it. But it's not a lot of money, but it's just something to try to upgrade some of the City Hall.
Well, those updates, like we were talking about, I mean, it's just the aesthetic,
right.
Just kind of making it's about morale and it's about tourism and all kinds of things. So, okay, well, and then you guys were talking about potentially having some kind of a commission or something to talk about stormwater runoff. I know that as a reporter, I've covered dozens of floods in our areas, flash floods, that is. Talk to me about what that entails.
Okay, so let's talk the Board of Supervisors. When the ARPA money came out, you know, the counties didn't have, it was specifically for water issues and there was a couple other things, but counties didn't really have a use for any of it. I mean, counties don't run water departments. So they didn't really have an issue there, and whatever else the ARPA money was for. But the county said, you know, was already working on trying to deal with some of the stormwater issues. So, and when I say stormwater issues, everybody knows that we got a creek that runs through Pearl, and it's creeks that runs the Richland Creek going out the south side of town, and all these different creeks that are always a problem whenever it's a storm. In other words, they overflow and if nothing else, it's constantly eroding the creek banks and taking people's yards or taking people's property or messing up the streets and all that. So the county was already trying to put a plan in place to try to do something with they dealt with every creek and every stream in the county. They had already mapped it all out and was trying to come up with a plan to do that when the ARPA money came available, and they realized that they had a chance to take some of that ARPA money and really move that forward. So we've got a bill. It's called a local and private bill. It only deals with Rankin County, but it would establish a board that would combine the county with the cities. The cities don't have to join, but I think most of them would want to because it's going to be beneficial to everybody. But it would involve all the cities, and that board would have control over that stormwater, and so that, like, the mayor and a couple of supervisors just came back from Washington, meeting with our delegation up there to talk about trying to get more money to do this with. But they're just trying to solve the problems that comes from stormwater, and from, of course, we got a river that backs up there occasionally too. So,
which is really important to Pearl. I think probably the major flood areas would be in Pearl and Florence. Actually, Florence, they have real problems.
Absolutely, that would definitely be.
And the cities don't have to join this; they just can if they want to. And I'm like Gene, I do think that majority will join. Any help we can get, we want. So. Absolutely. And by the way, the city, the mayor and the alderman have done a really good job on improvements already with some ARPA money. I guess everyone's noticed going down Highway 80 what a difference that is. And hopefully that area by Little Willies and Roses and all that won't flood all the time now. So, but that's not the only areas in Pearl that flood, but that's a major problem.
Well, and that's another thing I'm glad we get to tell people about, because again, you may deal with that flood every time it floods, but you may not notice when you didn't deal with it, and you should have. Yeah. You know, so I'm glad we get to tell people that's been in the works.
The city's also using a lot of the ARPA money that they've done to extend sewage lines out to redo. They're redoing a lot of the sewage lines. They're redoing a lot of the water lines. They're not going to be like Jackson and wait till it's all corroded and down. But I mean, they've really done a good job with the money that's been allocated to them to redo the water system.
Good deal. Okay, so before we close up, what are you guys working on this week?
Committee work.
We have a lot of committee meetings.
Yeah, we're fixing to hit a deadline for the committees, everything to be out of the committees, and everything that came from the Senate is in the House, and we've got to deal with that. And they've got our bill. So, what is it? Is it Tuesday, or is it Wednesday?
Well, deadline for appropriation request is today. Actually.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the deadline for the. And we're fixing to hit that deadline for it to come out of committee. So it'll be committee work this week. Yeah. Maybe Thursday. Anyway, we'll be dealing with that, and then once we get bills out of committee next week, we'll be back dealing with the bills in the chamber. So
Yeah, the House bills on our side that came over now are being assigned out to committees. So we're going to have a lot of committee meetings, and same thing. They're going to look at ours and hopefully take some of the Senate bills. So that's going to be it. And then we're having a special guest, and Cindy Hyde-Smith's coming this week and speak to the Senate. Of course, she used to be in the state Senate before she became Agriculture Commissioner and then United States Senator. So we look forward to seeing Cindy. She's a good one.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
let me say one thing. If the folks in Pearl haven't been by the Department of Public Safety, the new Department of Public Safety, need to take a ride out there and look at it and see what we've got to be very proud of. The building's going to be here. We're going to have a whole lot of folks working over there, and it's going to improve our business climate for the restaurants and all that stuff around here. It's going to be more and more competitive to get in restaurants once they get out there. But I think it's a real boost for Pearl.
It's hard to believe how large it is until you go see it. It's massive. I remember when they first started clearing the land and they had different areas, like sectioned off. And I asked a guy with the hard hat on with a blueprint under his arm, because I figured he knew what he was doing, with a pencil over his ear. Those people you can spot. And so I said, I got out of my car, I walked, I said, I understand the building's going to be here. I didn't realize it was going to be so big, but I knew it was going to be a very large building. I said, but what is all that area for? And he said, parking. I said, you could park 1,000 cars in that big an area. He said, that's probably true. So he got my attention really fast. That's how big it is. How many people will be in the building, Gene? 300 or 400?
Well, I think the way they said it was a minimum of 400.
Okay, I couldn't remember, but it's a beautiful building. It's right across the street from the crime lab, so they can work easily with the crime lab, which is right where they ought to be, as far as the Department of Public Safety.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm proud of it. I'm proud that it's in Rankin County. I'm happy it's in Pearl. I'm really proud of it.
That is a big deal, because it's taken, we've been working on trying to get that over here for years.
Tom Weathersby
and Tom Weathersby worked on that forever.
Before we finally got to all the money to do it, I think it had been 16 years then. Wow. So yeah, it's taken a long time. They were giving us a little at a time for studies. We didn't want to study, we wanted to build. And finally we got it through. And I must say, Philip Gunn in the House and Delbert Hoseman made it happen, which I'm very grateful for. It was needed to begin with. The building they were in, the tower over on Woodrow Wilson, that tower, you were probably going to tell this, the multiple stories, it was the leaning tower. It was actually sinking. They had several gas leaks, and several people were taken to the hospital that worked there. We don't need that. The other building, I think that building was built in the 60s or maybe 1970, but I think in the late 60s. The other one built in the other 50s actually had broken in two, and it had been patched about all it could be patched. So they had to have a new structure. So either tear it down and rebuild it on the same soil, or come out here and build it. Whether we already owned the land and it made sense to be next to the crime lab. It's right where it ought to be.
Great work.
Well, we're proud of it. Thank you.
Yes.
It's good for all of us. Good for the state.
Well, I've really enjoyed this talk. And as always, you guys, thank you so much for what you do for our state, what you do for Rankin County and Pearl.
Well, we really appreciate you letting us tell people what's happening, because there's so many things that we see posted and all that just aren't true. They just aren't true. And, someone says, what if this happened? Next thing you know, it's happening. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And no one's even discussed that. So we've had a lot of things. People call me, I hear y'all going to do this. And I say, who in the world told you that?
Some guy with Photoshop.
Yeah. So.
Well, thank you again, everyone. Thank you guys for coming. And thank y'all so much for watching. We really enjoy doing this show for you guys every week. Many thanks to Senator Kirby and Representative Newman. And we'll see you guys again, same time, same place next week. Have a great day.
You've been putting back a few. and a few becomes a few too many. For a moment, you think about calling for a ride. Nah, you live nearby. What's the worst that can happen? You get pulled over, your insurance goes up, you lose your license, you total your car, you kill someone.